in this new age where, in my time, we thought we had to do everything connected to the grid, and now the new age generation does not believe that. So you can create alternative sources of energy. And because this is not a zero-sum game, we are going to have another example of that with Daniel Mota Veiga. He is actually an industrial designer, but he bridged the gap into the product area, and he's actually going through a lot of these steps with a different and alternative solution. I'm going to let him explain what he's doing. Come on.
Okay, well, hi everyone. My name is, well, you know what my name is. I'm an industrial designer, and I'm the co-founder of Genneo. We're a portable energy solution company and brand. So I want to tell you a little bit about us before we go into what led us to do this and where we're going. So this is the CEO and co-founder of Genneo. Blake is an explorer. He travels all over the world to find the most remote trails he could possibly find, and he finds himself with needing power a lot. So he's also the wizard behind the technology in our product, and a brilliant engineer. This is me. I'm an explorer. I like to take trips to all kinds of crazy places and see different cultures and learn what's around the world, so I can then use a lot of that in the products that we develop. Of course, I'm a dreamer and therefore a designer. And we are Genneo. So what led us to go and develop portable energy solutions? Well, this is something that we're all used to. A lot of us are part of this. We see this every day, and we do it ourselves. We're always talking on the phone. We're always doing something with our phones. Our social life has become based on our mobile devices. So this is something that it happens every day. So we want to be everywhere. We want to know everything. We want to document our trips. We want to share it with our friends and our communities, and we want to know what everybody's doing as well. So, and there's all the time more and more supports to do that. And with that, all kinds of gadgets that support those technologies. So every day, there's a new camera, a new phone, a new tablet, an e-reader, all kinds of things that allow you to be mobile all the time, and a lot of hungry electronics. So to give a little bit of context on what we're doing and how that works globally, it's projected that we're going to have 7.4 billion phones in 2014, and that's in a few hours. So and you can see that the spread of cell phones around the world is getting to be at least a 50% penetration. So there's phones everywhere. Everybody uses them. But on the other hand, when we look at the power distribution, it's not as even. So there's only power in a certain strip of the world, and all the rest is kind of in the dark. There's no reliable power source, no reliable grid. And that creates a problem. About a quarter of the world's population has no reliable power, or no power at all. So that kind of gave us a little bit of something to fight with. And so this creates a few scenarios. One of them is, of course, in developing countries where there's no reliable power, but everybody has a phone, and those phones support their connectivity, which supports their business growths, and a lot of times it helps them to get health care when they need it. Now they're a phone call away from getting help before, who knows, right? There's also the other part of it, which is those of us who are lucky enough to live in a place where there's a reliable power grid, we want to escape from it. So either we don't have it and we want it, or we have it and we run away from it. But we still want to have our mobile devices with us, because we use the GPS, we use the cameras. Again, we want to share everything and document everything. So the common ground between these two scenarios is the need for power and connectivity everywhere. Of course, there's also another another part of this, which is emergency. When Hurricane Sandy hit last year, or this year already, the east coast of the US, 7 million people lost power. And these are 7 million people that are used to having power on demand all the time. No one has problems with it. There's places to plug in everywhere. So now they find themselves needing their communication devices more than ever and no power to use it. So then we looked into what is out there that helps solve that problem. And of course there's a lot of different solutions, and some of them aren't here because I wasn't supposed to talk about them because they were going to be presented today. So there's auxiliary batteries, solar panels, a lot of different solutions, but all of them had something about them that didn't make them the way we'd like them to be. So we tried a new approach with Genneo. And that approach is to use familiar technology and kind of reinvent the way it works. And one thing that we did, and we're of course, it's a company started by an engineer and a designer, which from our experience is a great way to start it because you have the technology and you have the user experience, and you can combine them from the ground up, from the start, which makes the product so much more friendly, and you can kind of count on each other to make the best product possible and the best experience possible. So what we wanted to do, one of our goals was to minimize effort. So you don't have to do anything with it, you just have to carry it, have it with you, put it in your pocket, in your backpack, however you want to carry it, you just have to carry it. So that minimizes the effort. And along with minimizing the effort, we wanted to reduce the cognitive load. So at the press of a button, and it's only one button, it tells you what you need to know about it, which is how much power you have available for your products. So now you know exactly what you need to know. And then along with that, we wanted to make it accessible and easy to carry, ergonomic, and use materials that inspire confidence, not just necessarily plastic. Any product, a lot of materials can provide protection, but not a lot of materials provide or give you the confidence that you need to have in a product. And this is why we explored with metals and aluminum and rubber and some real materials. And of course, putting the connectors where they're accessible. They're always accessible. Wherever you carry it, all you have to do is open it, and your connectors are accessible, and you can plug it in. So overall, the goal was to create something simple. So now I'd like to leave you with a little movie. We were so excited about the product, we made a movie about it. And so I'd like to share that movie with you, and it'll tell you a little bit more of the story of Genneo and what it does and how it works. So if we can...
You're out there. Sometimes you're way out there with your phone, with all your important battery-powered equipment. And you're moving. Sometimes you're moving fast, sometimes you're moving slow, but always moving. At Genneo, we've created the first serious piece of equipment to convert that movement into energy. Carrying the Genneo in your backpack charges its onboard battery from the energy in your stride. Shake it, bounce it, just about any movement charges it. Fast charge anything that charges from a USB port. It'll give you as much as an hour of talk time for every 5 hours that you carry it. Shake it, and it'll give you up to 2 minutes of talk time for every minute that you shake it. The technology in our products is patent pending and represents breakthroughs in both energy capture rate and efficiency. People have arms and legs. We move back and forth, up and down. The Genneo is a new kind of generator designed to move as people move. So it does its thing when you do yours. It's the box on your checklist that checks itself. No hand cranks, no setup or worry. Just have it with you, and you'll always have power.
So, well, hope you enjoyed the movie. It was a short one. This, by the way, is a movie that we have on our Kickstarter, which is currently running. So please feel free and compelled to to pledge at any moment. Well, not at any moment. The quicker, the better, actually. So yeah, I think this is it. Thank you so much for being here, for listening. Thank you to Beta I for having us.
Thank you, Danielle.